And we are live. Yo, come one, come all. Nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we don't, what we is, and what we is here. I'm distracted already pulling cables out because I just realized my headphone jack was giving me an echo. But we're here today to bring you guys and girls nothing but love, nothing but respect. The One Piece chapter 1159, titled The Island of Destiny. Since this seems like it has been building up to God Valley, I'm going to assume this shit is God Valley. Which makes me feel so damn nervous that we're getting the God Valley flashback, or potentially getting towards. So, I'm excited, I'm keen, I'm sure you guys and girls are too. We're gonna get straight into the greatness. Hold up a second. Still sorting out some technical difficulties, I think. Why does the TikTok look so ass at the minute? Hold up. Got to make sure I can get the chat going for TikTok too. Ooh. There we go. The chat's live now there. Alright, first things first. Good morning, Burbo. Hello, beautiful people. How's everyone going today? I have potentially copped one small. Far out. I need s'mores. If you guys can't tell already, right, I got a cracking headache. I was out last night with some, catching up with some friends that have been out of town for a long time. So I got a cracking headache this morning. I've been, like, in a room with a bunch of people that are smokers where I don't smoke. So I'm, like, logged up, throat sore as shit, headache throbbing. Probably would have done this last night, but I felt like crap. So I'm here now, alright? So I do apologize if I sound like shit today. People who hate the cover story are whack. Well, who the hell's hating cover stories? Jasham. Which kind of weirdos are hating the cover story? The cover story is some of the best shit at the moment. Alright? Kuro the Reaper, good morning, good morning. Morning, everyone. Dropping by. Good to see everyone. Okay, so we're going to get into this greatness. So, chapter 1159, titled The Island of Destiny. We have Onichiro Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 41. The group heads back to the flower capital, chowing down on some apples. And they have picked up another mythical zone. Do we not remember that down here on the bottom right, we have our friend, the man, the myth, the mythical zone legend, that's also best friends with Yamato's former mentor in jail? This squad looking pretty busted. Loki, right here on page, we got 2 mythical zones and 2 ancient zones looking studly AF. And it looks like they've been apple picked. Guys, hold up. Hold up. Yo, I just had an 11th hour realization. They're apple picking. If Kaido and Big Mom are dead, their fruits are going to have respawned on Wano. Could we see Otama eat a mythical Azura dragon fruit or the Soul fruit? Imagine Momo and Otama, the twin leaders of Wano, being mythical dragon zones. Is that a little too left field? Like, I know it's late stage, but setting up the next generation. Like, just reminding me that there's fruit on this bloody country again. Like, they can eat again now that Kaido's not here. Oh, Jishan! Come on. The next generation, bro, you got Kaido and Big Mom 2.0 being the 2 victim friends of them, right? You've got Momonosuke that was abused by Kaido, and you've got Otama that was friends with Big Mom, but then she became abusive when she got her memories back. I don't know. We could get the Kaido Big Mom combo 2.0. Otama didn't have a fruit. Kuro. That was, Otoko. Oh, true. I forgot about the Kibidango. Far out. I forgot about the Kibidango. Okay. I'm wrong. Zip that. Kick it in the butt. But those fruits still should be on Wano. I'm reading too much into it. How did I forget about the fucking Kibidango fruit, man? It's just such a... It's such a 3-scene devil fruit that it just don't matter in the slightest. Although I do like the fits here. I like our mythical zone boy. Shit, give Denjiro the fruits then. Yeah. Give Denjiro the dragon fruit? He's already got the blue hair. I don't know, man. If you want to stretch, she can make homies by giving animals Kibidongos. Okay. Fair. Let's get into this chapter. 39 years ago, Hajinosu, Pirate Island, all hell has broken loose. Huh? Did you look everywhere? Don Marlowe and the others were killed. Oof. They were on guard duty last night. The Don couldn't protect her? It can't be. Who the hell did this? What are you saying, huh? Someone kidnapped our Shaki? It only took the perpetrating party a few hours. Oh, shit! Ochoko, you little rat! Look at this man Wang Zi out here. Right? 100%. He 100% just got paid to backstab and sell Shaki. Fucking Caribou and Koribu's father through and through. Look at him. How could he not be into human trafficking? Look at this piece of shit. Oh, dude, the fucking quad shins are killing me. Low-key, I actually kind of love this. If Ochoko backstabbed Rocks by selling out Shaki and killing Don Marlowe, right? And then Blackbeard, Zebek's son, spins the block. Blackbeard spins the block. Doesn't Wang Zi, right? Only for Wang to have his own son being Caribou and Koribu. For them to come join up with Blackbeard. If Caribou and Koribu backstab Blackbeard at some point in time, chef's kiss. If this is a story of spinning the block, ooh, I would fucking love it. Oh, Wang Zi the traitor, the Don got done in, yo, dude. Poor, to be the Don, that's gonna be like Capone's grandfather or something like that. To me, the Don getting done in, foul. Caribou backstabbing, Blackbeard foreshadowing. Yeah, 100% purple, 100% man, same wave. If something happens to Momo, Otama might be able to temporarily control Sunisha. Ooh. I really wanted to see how Wang Zi fights, though, or how he did it. Yo, especially since Law seemingly unlocked his awakening fighting this prick with Blackbeard. Okay, hear me out. This is gonna sound so bad. Hear me out. Does Wang Zi currently look hot as fuck? Not here, because, like, you know how Gloriosa and all that, pretty, they have their bad timeline. Now she's like a 2-foot tall imp that looks like a rumpled bulldog, right? Wang Zi took over Pirate Island. Did he transition from his bad timeline into his good timeline? And he ended up getting, like, fucking uber powerful and handsome as all fuck? Because, low-key, I think that would be hilarious if we, like, end up getting a, Rocky Port incident flashback. And this dude is just, like, all chatted out now. The chins are gone. Bro's looking handsome, fly, built as shit. You know what I mean? The opposite of the big mom to big meme transformation. Or is that too much to ask, guys? I don't know. I feel like that shit would be funny as that. It only took the perpetrating party a few hours, but they left no trace behind. Bro's counting the stacks. Gloriosa's in tears. The pirates are on the ground. The pirates were distraught and shaking with rage. Please be okay, Shaggy. Word spread across the sea. Damn you, Rocks. How could you let this happen? I'm gonna kick your ass. Roger hits the fucking Conqueror's Haki paper tear. Bro doesn't even tear it like that. Bro just snaps it. That's low-key an underrated strength feat. I ain't gonna front with you. Duval-esque? Yeah, no. Jashan. Give Wang Ji the Duval treatment and tell me that wouldn't be hilarious. Ooh, is that Rayleigh popping a vein and a sweat? Shacky. And the people sank into deep despair, their smiles fading as the world's economy grounded to a halt for several weeks. Dun dun dun. 1 year later, okay, so 100% the Roger saying, do you know how I felt this last year was 100% reference to the Shacky thing. 1 year later, God Valley, West Blue. Darling, I'm so happy. Wait. Okay. 1 year later, God Valley, West Blue. Darling, I'm so happy. I always knew you'd come back. Shamrock, Shanks, it's your father. Okay, so we're getting Shanks' mum. She looks like she's got fucking beautiful auburn red hair, right? Looks like there's a dive bar in the background too. Twins, huh? How precious. Yeah, they're your kids. Why don't you stay here with me? Yeah. Well, if we were to share a home, it certainly wouldn't be here. This island won't be around much longer. Huh? Yeah. Bro is just chatting shit. Besides, I've already secured a worthy... I have a heinous ass prediction right now. I have a heinous ass prediction. Besides, I've already secured a worthy bride for myself and placed the order. She will be mine, provided I triumph in the upcoming tourney. So Garling picked Shacky and tried to kidnap Shacky to be with Shacky. I'm just going to throw this out there timeline-wise. What do you guys think the possibility is? This is going to sound so fucked up. What do you guys think the possibility is of Shamrock already having a son that's a teenager or in his 20s? Shamrock's 40? Wait. This is 39 years ago right now, or 38? Hold up, 39 years ago, 38. So, yeah, the kids are meant to be 40. What do you guys think about the idea of Shamrock already having a kid that's in his 20s or late teens? And worse yet, what do you guys think about the idea that Shamrock's son listened to his grandfather's advice and placed an order as well for an Amazonian, which is why Boa was kidnapped and brought to Marie Joie in the first place as a slave in her backstory. It was a kid that wanted, you know, the notorious hottest people around the world to be his bride, but because he's a kid as well, right, he's into people around his own age, so he puts on order for Boa, the world's future hottest woman, just like his granddad did. Would that not be fucked up? But on point? What? Mihawk is his son? No, not Mihawk. Not Mihawk. Mihawk's the same age as Shanks, right? But Garling, Shamrock and Shanks, Shamrock Jr., Shaki skips a generation because, you know, Tritomo wasn't really fucking, like, there's a bit of an age gap, right? And then under that comes back Shamrock's kid, Boa. Would that be crazy? Imagine Shamrock goes for Boa paralleling Garling. No way we'd come to the same conclusion. Yeah, no, 100% Broly. 100%. Yo, morning, Charles. The connection's a connection. That would be crazy as fuck. I know it might be a bit of a reach, but, like, I'm still waiting for us, like, and I've said this for a while, right? Like, Shamrock's kid could be younger than Boa, but still, she's like, gotta find an odd way to word this. If you're a kid, right, your friend's older sister, or your fucking, like, you know, that sort of, like, light age gap, if Shamrock is his kid is a little bit younger than Boa, but, like, still in that sort of threshold, like, no more than the difference between Luffy and Boa. You know what I mean? Would that be crazy for bro to have put her on pre-order like that? Because, like, fucking, by the looks of it here, these fuckers just pick people for pre-order all the time. It's a fucked up mentality, man. I ain't gonna lie. And he kills her! Bro really pumped, dumped, dipped, span the block. Once the parenting was done, was like, I got myself a hotter babe. BAM! Ooh. Bro did the bam right in the kisser. Took the fucking kids. That's fucking evil. This panel low-key fucking evil. Mimicking real life though, Nova. Celebrities be doing real life Tinders on Instagram. Yep, no, 100%. 100%, man. Same with it. You're on the money there, bro. You're on the money. Begin the preparations. Yes, sir. Making level now. Dude, I'm just scrolling up. This is going to sound so bad, because I think this is going to be weird, right? I like old Garling's design. Young Garling to me looks like a pompous prick. Like, the whole outfit, he looks like a fucking douche nozzle to me. Like, a lot of people like the design. I fucking don't. That's okay, though, because it's still very, like, One Piece absurdist. But look at bro, like, just fucking pin in on the face here. Bro looks like he's got the fucking blonde hair, the blue eyes, the charisma, the charm. He's a little bit taller. He's a rip. He's coming in with the suave, like, I can whisk you away. I'm Prince Charming, right? The way he's talking to her here, I feel bad for her. Because she's getting lost in his eyes. She's just had some kids. She's like, oh my god, my life with Prince Charming's gonna happen forever. Bro just pulls out, just BAM! Fuck out of here. Like, this is so fucked up. And low-key, does he even take the kids? Like, hold up, did he just murk her and dip? Because I still have, like, a small theory based on the other chapters we've gotten from the Kuma flashback. Because I said for the longest, I thought the mum was going to be put into the hunt. She may not even be dead here. He may have just fucking ganked her a bit to injure her, to put her in the hunt with the kids. And it just so happens that when the kids survive the hunt, he's like, yeah, fuck it, you can come with me. Shamrock definitely looks like his dad. Oh, 100%! 100%. The only difference is the dad comes from the era where clean shaven is more important. Not this day and era where people got a bit of a seedy 5 o'clock shadow and a little bit of a fucking filthy goat chin going on. People with fucking facial hair like that are disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, begin the preparations. Yes, sir. Making landfall now. The Marines are charging in. Navy ships from the world government? That's right. They've surrounded the whole island. Are they searching for some vile criminal? Get the children inside. Yeah, that is actually so much more fucked up as well. I'm going to have to go back and see if any of these dudes were people I recognize from the hunt. Limit yourselves to tranquilizer rounds. If they don't resist, just capture them. Lieutenant Commander, what exactly... Is that Dragon? Nah. I saw what looks like Dragon's mark on his arm. Hold up. Nah. Lieutenant Commander, what exactly is the goal of this operation? It's a training exercise. Now zip it. You're 10 years too early to be questioning orders, cadet, but... Squad leader, what's the deal with this upstart? My apologies, he's still in training. Excuse me, what's going on? Bam! Yeah! Do not resist, keep still. Oh! Hold up. I recognize her because that's one of the people at one point that I thought was fucking Shanks' mum in the other flashback. Like, a potential, because she was running away holding a baby. Or holding a little baby with some fucking hair. Which must be the daughter here. I actually do recognize her. But low-key... Why does that look like Gecko Moria without the horns? Is that crazy? People saying that's an... Okay, yeah! Look! It's the fucking spike hair! It's like the Foxy with the fire waves. He just doesn't have horns. But then again, Oda has, like, mistakenly not drawn Moria with horns in the past as well. Ooh. Mustard yellow or yellow in general is an unpopular color that suits the character. That's true. The goat coming up though, Nova. I'm seeing dragon goat, so okay, is this dragon? With the fucking armband? Low-key, bro looks a little bit like Kong here on the side profile though. With the jaggeds? If this is Dragon, and the fucking generation skipped, and Dragon looks like Kong? All I'm saying, man, all I'm saying. Wait, is Boa's real name is Silver's Hancock, and she's Shaki and Rayleigh's daughter, and she was lost to slavery, like when they had their guilt. That's why Rayleigh has a thing for freeing slaves. He looks like Snake Man Luffy to me. Oh, true. Nah, I don't think Boa is actually biologically Rayleigh and Shaki's. I think Boa's another kid, but I think they do have a soft spot for her because both of them were like so closely entwined with the with it. But I think Rayleigh and Shaki are like a foster parents to Boa, to be honest. Excuse me, what's going on? Kia! Do not resist. Keep still. What? They're running. Capture everyone. But why? Are these just... Wait, these are just ordinary civilians. Don't question it. There's no room for personal doubts when following military orders. Just focus on completing the mission. Let's go! Oh. The time has come! Dragon has entered the story! So it was... Oh, wait. That's not an armband. That's a fucking tattoo. I thought that was like a beret sort of thing. Hold up, hold up, hold up. He does look so much like Kong. Hold up. Guys, hold up. Where's Kong's side profile? You see the fucking spiky hair? The 4 spikes? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he slips by with the 5th spike. I don't know. Like, Kong's got the receding hairline of it. I don't know. Is that crazy to say? They kind of look a little bit alike? New World, can you see him looking like Gear 4? Yeah, there. He kind of looks like Snake Man. He looks like if he looks like if Kong was doing Snake Man. A little bit. Gear 4 Snake Man. Yeah. He looks like Snake Man, for sure. Like, I actually see the family resemblance, but can you guys sort of see what I'm talking about? Like, the hairpiece is styled a lot like fucking Kong. It's okay. Tranquilizer rounds shouldn't kill anyone. Sorry, if you let me detain you, I won't shoot. I don't know what's going on, but I'm already leaving this island. Get the hell out of here. Bam, bam, bam. Marine. Oh, he's not even a ranked Marine yet. Marine. Monkey D... Wait. Did I say his rank before? He's a cadet. Bro is the lowest of the low. Future Supreme Commander of the Revolutionary Army. Father of Luffy. Yo, the God Valley flashback just has everyone and everything. The entire Revolutionary Army. Monkey D. Dragon, Ivankov, Ginny, Kuma. Quite literally, the 4 most important people of the Revs immediately there. The Rocks Pirates, the Roger Pirates, the Garp side, the Celestial Dragons, the God Knights. I feel like the center stage for the final war of One Piece is going to be a mirror of God Valley. But the mirror of God Valley this time around is going to be like the world government cracking the shits and deciding to eradicate a country where everyone ends up congregating at. I think that's the way the story might be going. So, like, there's going to be war all around the world for sure, but all the major players just come to one location, whether it's Marijois or not. It'd be interesting if it was like Marineford, though, to be fair. And imagine all of the Yonko, all of the fucking warlords, literally just everyone of major note there throwing hands. Do you think he got the fruit here on God Valley? Ooh, Dragon may get the fruit here. Yeah. Garp gonna see Dragon, the Dark King, gonna be born here. Ooh, Dark King Rayleigh. They're either gonna kidnap Vivi, Boa, or both. I don't think Roger teamed up with Garp. I think Kaido will fight on Luffy's side if Kaido's still alive. If Kaido is still alive. Put on your masks. It's sleeping out. Yo, they're gassing them too. I don't think you guys actually understand the most important parallel here. I'm gonna give everyone... I'm sorry, this is gonna be snobby as fuck. Chat. Switch in for a second. Look at Dragon's design here, right? Ignore the parallels with Luffy and Garp. Who is Dragon dressed like here? Take a moment and think. Towns on the money. On the money. Off the cab. Fresh off the bank. This is a fucking Kobe parallel. Look at him. Remember when Kobe had the backpack on? It's like the combination of Hibari and Kobe right now. Bro's got spare cuffs on the side for non-lethal detainment, the trank rounds, the backpack, right? Fucking man's right here is Kobe. This is last gen Kobe. And I think it's funny because he looks like shit. This dude comes running down an alley at me. I don't think he's using non-lethal weapons. This bro here looks like he'd kick my ass, right? Which is hilarious because it feels like it feels like a bait and switch. You know what I mean? It feels like a genuinely funny, sincere switch up. I need to see why Aki Inu got so much hate for this, man. If you've peeped this, I can't wait for later on in the chapter. He was the Kobe that followed his own path from the government. You get me fucking... Yo, what is in this chapter, man? You guys are getting me nervous. So we get the half-half. Put on your masks. There's gas blasting everywhere. It's sleeping gas. Bro looks up in, like, shock and disgust. I swear! If we get a dragon jumping in front of Garp, doing the don't attack, I've said what I need to say. Like Kobe and Marineford? If that's how God Valley ends. Nah. What is this boat? This looks fucked. Navy prison ship. Legit. Right under it. Asterisk. Slave transport. That is fucked. However, chat. This outside of the sails. Is this not a black ship like the man marked by flames is meant to be on? Could the man marked by flames, who they say has an association with the government, be riding around on a burnt, stolen slave ship? Is that crazy to say? He was the Kobe that followed his own path from the government. The dragon stocks are off the roof. All the haters got to stay on their side. Yo, Deshaun, 100%. And I've been on dragons since day one. I've been one of the bros out here going, Dragon, Mihawk, not frauds. You just gotta wait for your turn in the story. People, fucking recency bias, man. They be in here. The people with the recency bias just be stuck on what happened last Tuesday. They can't wait for the patience that Oda has been using to pay off this story. It's painful. We're about to get a crazy amount of Garp and Dragon flashbacks on their relationship. I'm calling, oh, please do. Oh, honestly, I could be happy not cutting back to Elbaf for 2 volumes, 3 volumes. Give me a full 3 volumes on the God Valley flashback like it's Marineford. Is that crazy to ask? If I got God Valley flashed out, if we didn't see Luffy for 4 volumes in One Piece, 4 books, 40 chapters, would you even be mad if we just got the God Valley flashback as a Marineford style arc? Yeah, everyone's just like, shut up and take my money. Just do it. You know what I mean? The whole new thing is Roger is a fraud now. Roger's not a... Okay. Roger's not a fraud. He's just living up to the legends that we always knew. Remember, this is the same guy that murked Squad and his whole crew for shits and gigs. Like, Roger is still just that. He's a criminal, man. He's a scumbag. He's a scumbag that we like, but he's shit. He's a scumbag. It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say at all. That's an easy 300 episodes for me. I'm down. I wouldn't be mad at all. Like, see? Like, I wouldn't even be mad if we got the God Valley flashback for like 3 volumes. But each volume retold the entire God Valley incident from a different person's perspective. Like, if we got Rox's perspective, Dragon's perspective, and then Garling's perspective, would that not actually be like a pretty fucking, like a every 3 chapters in a volume, so like 10 chapters in a volume, it's split 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, where each 1/3 is giving us the different perspective of the same event, but just slightly changing how each, group or segment perceived it. To me, that would go off. Roger isn't even going for the last island. He's just living life right now. Yeah, for sure. Communication room. Huh? Could have saw... Oh. Speak of the beautiful people. Could have sworn I saw someone. Big bro. Ginny, you're safe. What a relief. I did it. Now it's up to the informant to relay it. Don't be loud, you two. And don't do anything rash. You'll get us punished too. Punished? Moron, do you want to die? With no knowledge of where they are taking us? You need to try if you want to be saved. Miracles are not so easy to come by. Big bro. Yo, I fucking love that, bro. Ivankov has that dog in him. Ivankov's got that fight and passion in him, and I love it. Like, low-key, bro's always ready to throw down and throw hands. Huh. I think I just made a really odd connection. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I think I've just made a really odd connection. I didn't realize. I hadn't seen it before. I've thrown out a lot, especially with the age. I've thrown out a lot that Buggy and Frankie could be related. Buggy and Ivankov have met. I'm going to exclude them from this. Ivankov and Frankie, though? Just take a moment. Apart from Ivankov having a fucking huge-ass head. Singlet. Speedos. Blue hair. But this is one of the rare times in the entire story where we've seen Ivankov's face without makeup. Just take a moment. Soak it in. Ivankov here, no makeup, has the same eyelash style as Frankie. What's with the blue hair dudes? With, like, one odd feature. Like, you got the weird chins, the weird noses. Blue hair, weird body feature. Sometimes wearing Speedos. Eyelashes. There is some connection between these 3 characters. And I'm talking blood. He made wait. It wasn't Dragon that created the Revs. It was Eva, and he made Dragon the head. Yo, low-key, Ivankov... Yo, actually, Aaron, low-key, think of the Revolutionaries like Hydra. If Dragon, with the name Dragon, has some ridiculous ability and Ivankov quote-unquote made him head, think of the whole perspective of, like, you cut off the head and 2 more take its place. That's not a crazy potential parallel. Inspired Dragon like Luffy inspired Kobe. Wrong. Dragon made the freedom fighters before the Revs. I still want to know why Oda is Shanks and Shamrock's mum. Oh, why he hid Shanks and Shamrock's mum. True. The slaves are getting rowdy. Yeah. So there are still slaves of spirit. So even Kuma's here, just like, this is the first time Kuma's sort of like hearing them. Is he in the same room as them though? Or is he just sort of hearing them from a... Morgans! Hold up. I'm eating good today. Chat, we eating good today. Cypher Pole Intelligence Bureau. You have more absurd intel? What is it this time? Don't be coy, you guys. Oh, don't be coy. You guys must have heard wind of that transmission too. Let's skip to the part where you pay me off. You'd rather keep this story quiet, right? He's just some kid running a local paper with a fancy name. How does he keep getting intel like this? Don't push your luck. You'll be erased. Quahaha! Just try and stop me, fools. I'm gonna leak news to the Pirate Island either way. Morgans, president of the World Economic Journal. I love that he's been ripping them off for so long, but low-key, I also love that he's got the newspaper and the seagulls under his thumb back now, even when he's a kid. Also, hilarious as a fuck, bro's a chimney sweep fucking scumbag paper kid from the Bronx. Look at bro! I love that he never leaves his hybrid form or his zone form. Like, bro's just like, yeah, screw it. Morgans has always been the president. Yeah, no, dude. He created the paper from scratch because with the bird fruit, he's got the seagulls on his side. He can chat shit with the gulls. Bro's tapped in. Red hot take. If Morgans is so tapped in with the birds, what do you guys reckon the odds are that he's awakened? Especially if he spends all of his time in his zone form. Like, is it crazy to think Morgans is awakened? It's Shaki. She's still alive. Is this for real? I'm so relieved. Where did you say she is? God Valley. Where's that? Ooh, a Choco. Fucking Wang Ji looking nervous. It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous at all to say. You're just like... Dude, I would love to see Morgans pull up in a scrap. Him go from bird form into human form for a second. Crack the knuckles and go, it's been a long time since I've had to broken news like this. And then just fucking goes full Super Saiyan into the fucking hybrid bird form. The awakened form. And people are just like... You can throw heads? And he's like, bro, I've been having scraps with Cypher Pole since I was 8. Can I awaken? Who do you think taught them how to awaken in the job? Bro's just like, I'll throw the hands down. This smells fishy. Can we trust this source? Yo, he's trying to divert. Look at this weasel. There's no doubt about it. The Navy's in turmoil. She's gonna be a prize in the Celestial Dragon tournament? So those damn government bastards were the ones who kidnapped her. Shaggy... I see, thank you, Kuro. I see a potential fucking lifeline here. I see something very potential here. Sorry, I'm going back up for a second. Chat. Kozuki Moria. Raised in Ringo, born in the West Blue. The cover page. Chat. If this is Kid Gecko Moria, and it's just, he does have horns and all that, but we just can't really see it properly yet because we're not focusing on him yet. Like, he might be too young for the horns to have protruded yet. Actually, wait, how old is Moria? How old is Gecko Moria? How old is Gecko Moria? 48. Perfect. 48 to 50. So he's 10 here. Same age as Luffy in Luffy's fucking original ASL flashback. What if Gecko Moria, like Kuma, steals one of the devil fruits for the tournament prizes? And it's the Shadow fruit. After eating said fruit, hear me out. This is getting wild. Guys. After eating said fruit, in the aftermath of this fight, the guy in the armor, I'm forgetting his name at the minute, the guy at the armor, and Captain John, and the guy with 4 arms, die in God Valley. Right? Moria, as a kid, having just eaten the Shadow fruit as a prize, gets picked up by Shiki. No, Jashan, not Silver Axe, but the guy people used to think was Silver Axe. The one that I was saying is probably Showa Opera's dad. The guy in the background here, to the left of Captain John, right? What if Shiki, knowing what that fruit is, snags up Moria, and after this, skips town back to Wano? Because remember, in Wano, we also have Orochi's family having definitively met Shiki, since the person with the clone fruit can turn into Shiki. What if Shiki goes back to Wano with the Orochi clan, right? Before they start fucking over Oden? Taking the 3 corpses of these characters back with them, since with the Shadow fruit they can be resurrected. Kid Moria has had those 3 zombies since Jump. Ganzui, there we go. Lives in Wano for a bit, ends up being adopted by the Kozuki, since the Orochi clan, or the Kurozumi clan, is working under the Kozuki clan at the minute. Right? Works under them until the Kaido flashback happens, where a then in his 20s Moria, who had left 4C to start a pirate's life because he himself was saved by pirates inspired by the Rocks pirates, comes home to defend his homeland, where he suffers an overwhelming defeat, getting destroyed so badly that he loses his bottom jaw, and flees with the only 2 zombies that were still intact to carry him away to safety when his crew dies, being Ganzui and Captain John, who drag his ass back, and in the process they also take Ryuma because they think Ryuma's a good corpse to counteract a dragon in the future, leading to them to flee all the way back to the West Blue, where he then reforms his crew, getting Thriller Bark, and then setting sail once more, becoming a warlord. Is that crazy to think? The government has created so many new problems with God Valley. I feel like Dragon is going to see Sat in God Valley too. Oh, I hope he actually sees the whole Gorosei. I hope Dragon sees him. Wang Zi was the first warlord. Essentially. Essentially, Jasham, working for the Govy. This smells fishy. Can we trust the source? There's no doubt about it. The Navy's in turmoil. She's going to be a prize in a Celestial Dragon tournament? So those damn government bastards were the ones who kidnapped her. Shaki-chan. I'm going to throw one more crazy theory out there for everyone. Clearly, Shaki's going to be saved and end up with Rayleigh. Here's the crazy theory. What if Captain John... If Captain John doesn't die here, but dies later on, even if Gazooie dies... What if Captain John doesn't die here, and Captain John ends up being the person to free Shaki? Right? And Shaki and John flee God Valley together because she's got trust that Rayleigh's gonna be safe. And Rayleigh locks eyes with her, gives her the head nod like, you're safe, let me fight. And Rayleigh goes ham. Rayleigh goes fucking in on Garling. Gets that title of the Dark King, trying to kick the shit out of Garling. Right? You know that like, look, you're somewhat friends with Captain John. He's notorious enough that I trust him to help get you out of here. I'm getting the get back for you. Captain John takes Shaki all the way back to Hajinosu, which is where Captain John's treasure comes in, with the treasure being in the skull's right eye. What if he gets back and Captain John brings Shaki back, and like her room ends up being, because the like a princess in the dungeon tower sort of thing, in the skull's right eye, lets it be her room, and then the whole infighting starts happening with the rest of the Rocks pirates, which ends up resulting in Wang Zi taking over the island. But then before Captain John dies, Shaki then leaves to set sail for Rayleigh after the God Valley incidents cooled down, like cooled off, right? And that's why there's a world-famous treasure. Captain John's ultimate treasure is in the skull's right eye. You get what I'm getting at, guys? Hey, Tristan. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry so hard right now thinking about seeing the Rocks Pirates fighting styles and Garling. The Roger Pirates, maybe Garp's crew. Yeah, I honestly, Pirate Warriors 5 is gonna go off when we start getting all the fucking God Knights, all the Roger Pirates. Like, bro, I shit you not. I need a new One Piece fighting game and a new One Piece crowd control button mash game where I can just run the... I need One Piece games with One Piece characters out the arse. I need all 1,100 characters. Shit, I want to be able to play as Gaimon fighting Kaido. I don't give... Oh. You never invite me to these lives. Tristan! What do you mean? It's in the Discord! I give the heads up to everyone in the Discord. Although, to be fair, I'm also working this weekend, so I can't be on super, like, long this weekend, which sucks. But, like, I want to get, like, a proper discussion going where I get people up and have a talk about it. It gets, like, on weekends where I'm working, it's always, I'm still learning how to use Discord. Tristan, are you in my Discord server? There's a section in my Discord server. There's chapter links and new content. New content is my One Piece lives. I at everyone whenever I'm going live for a One Piece reaction. I need Rayleigh named attacks and Shiki and Captain John. Oh, dude, I just love this era so much. Like, it feels like we've been watching a story of the Teen Titans, and we've just got to see that the Justice League exists. You know what I mean? Like, I just need more in this era, man. I want so many side stories and spin-offs. Captain John gonna hit the drunken... Yo, and again, Captain John drinks, but have you not noticed in this flashback he's not a drunk yet? What do you think's gonna happen when Shaggy runs away? Bro's gonna hit the bottle. The Celestial Dragon Human Hunt? I always figured that was a baseless rumor. Looks like they're putting devil fruits up for grabs too, Kaido. Didn't you want one? What do these ones do? I love how Kaido's just a naive idiot. So you can talk about how Roger's a terrible person for going after rocks. Hey! I mean, I guess he is. Can't talk about lies? These fruits could be perfect for my kids. These fruits could be perfect for my kids. I wonder if any of these are the food-based ones then. Maybe we get Dragon's fruit, Kuma's fruit, Kaido's fruit, Katakuri's fruit, or Perospera's fruit, one of those two. Moriya's fruit. And that's the 6 treasure chests that were here. What if this is some sort of trap? Shut up! If you've got cold feet, you can stay behind on the island. Let's move! God Valley awaits! Roger Pirates. Gaban, where's God Valley? It's pretty far, but we should make it in time. You all are with me, right, fellas? Lads. Look at Rayleigh. He's pissed. He's shook. And are those love hearts coming from Rayleigh, not the crew? Because I know it looks like they're sort of coming over the crew, but it looks like they're sort of sparking off Rayleigh as he's shook because he's finally cemented his emotions after finding out Shaggy got napped. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, I'm glancing over the chat and it looks like potential spoilers. I'm just going to ignore the chat for a minute. I'm going to ignore the chat for a minute and I'm going to keep reading and then I'll come back to the chat. Rox is already on the move. We can't let him get ahead. It was an unlikely turn of events, but this small leak led to the mobilization of all the toughest men on the seas. It seems Roger's heading there too. Lead with that next time, I'm on my way. Bro, Garp, I love you, bro. But Garp low-key got a crush. Garp low-key got a crush on Roger. No, but I feel like this is where they go from immature to grown men. The lady's gonna make a man out of you. Yeah, I almost fucking forgot this was a flashback about giants. It's a giant ship. Who cares? Sink it. So this is Harold. Oh, this is Harold. We know Rox makes landfall at God Valley. If Harold fights Rox, that is such a scummy thing. It's a giant ship. Who cares? Sink it. Wait. What is it? Rox? We can't stop now. They said your entire crew was obsessed with this woman. That's how I knew I'd be able to intercept you here, Rox. You know, if we fought without any regard for our own lives, we could sink your puny little ship with ease. I love that the main weapon of the giants is the Bicento, which makes me feel like Whitebeard's Bicento was made in Elbaf. Is that crazy to think? Do you think that Imu carries out a genocide as a ritual every 3 years to ensure his immortality? No, I don't think it's because it's to ensure his immortality. I think it's just because they're dicks. Crowd control, bro. See that vessel over there? It's a government surveillance ship. So you're still trying to curry favor by playing the government's lapdog. You may be the king of an overgrown brute. Right, you may be king of the overgrown brute, but you're underestimating us. Why does that panel hit so hard? Rocks, Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido. You're underestimating us. This is actually the Yonko, bro. This is the proper Yonko. Are you really content to let the government sit back and watch as we tear each other apart? You're nothing but a gigantic lunatic clinging to your deluded version of progress. Why don't we talk it out, just the two of us? Rox is actually such a fucking complicated character. Because he's a brute. He's a thief. He'll stab you in the back if he needs to, beat you down. But have you ever noticed, and we've talked about this on the live before, Zebek is really big on consent. If he has an inkling of respect for you, consent means the world to him. He won't force you or his form of Conqueror's Haki isn't forcing people into being like subjects. It's let yourself be the best you can be. So what can I do to make you the best you? He conquers people by letting them be themselves. And I fucking love that. That is actually such a fucking great character. Because, like, think about it. How many times has he asked Harold to join, but he's never tried to force him to join? They've talked it out. They've had their disputes. They have their clashes. Even the same with Kaido, right? Kaido, like, Zebek asked Kaido to join, but when Kaido talked about robbing someone of their freedom, Zebek kicked Kaido's ass and said, don't you fucking talk about a man like that. Like, I can see why, like, he's just such an interesting and good character. You must have an idea of where we're going and what we're doing. Listen, this is for your ears only. I ain't gonna tell anyone else, not even my own crew. Your Majesty, why talk to him? That bastard, we don't have time to take it easy. I bet even now my Shaki's calling for my help. Dumb question, chat. Dumb question. The Amazonians only have women, right? But they still need a man for the deed, Anyone think it could be funny if there's a hidden, Anyone think it's funny if there is a hidden connection and Shiki and Shaki are half siblings or siblings? And Shiki just doesn't know? Because their names are like fucking identical. Shaki, Shiki. Like, they're literally one vowel away, right? It would actually be fucking hilarious if everyone's romantically in love, like crazy with Shaki, and Shiki's stuck out here like the Sundore that's like not romantically in love with her, but is like, that's my little sister. If he knows. If he doesn't know, like, fucking oof. Right? But would that not be funny as fuck? Whoa! Oh, whoa. I should have just kept reading. I got a hidden name. It's Davy D. Zabek. His name's not Rocks. Yo, those Reddit theories were fucking right. Oh, part of me thought they were stupid. Part of me thought they were idiots, but actually, you know what? Gotta pay it to them. Davy D. Zabek. DDX. You're not really called Rocks. I reckon the world government has been trying to erase this specific name for a long time. So that's why he's a worshipper of Davy Jones. But Davy is a D, so it'd be Davy D. Jones. I reckon the world government has been trying to erase this specific name for a long time. It's tied to the lineage of the legendary pirate Davy D. Jones. Their name still commands some influence in the underworld even now, but it's barely scraping by. I ain't sure if it was the timing was good or bad, but 2 years ago I had a kid. To keep him totally safe, I sent my family away back to my hometown. Told him to count on the Davy clan. I see, so your wife and child are back in your hometown. But why are you revealing your weak spot to me? No! My hometown is God Valley. So the Davy clan lives at God Valley. But his ancestor made it to Hajinosu, the fish eye. Shanks and Blackbeard come from the same island. Even if Blackbeard was born elsewhere, they were both raised in God Valley at first. Yo. The Skull and Hati parallel going harder now. Because even though Shanks and Shamrock are fucking, like, pretty big parallels on it, Blackbeard is also the darkness that wants to eat the sun. So it's a shared parallel. Oh! Oh! Holy fuck. This changes so much. The hidden treasure that, like, God Valley's high in resources. The hidden treasure that Garling was referencing, is that why Blackbeard can't sleep? So Blackbeard was made from God Valley. But, oh my god, but he's still so fucking evil. Because even though he would have been a slave in the human hunt, the broke in current day still keeps slaves. What the? All we need to know now is where the Water family starts. Burbo, Water 7! I've been saying for years, Water 7, the Water clan comes from the land of water. Nova, doesn't this remind you of Roger and Whitebeard talk where he revealed his name? Oda just fucking amazing author, man. Yo, 100%, 100%, 110%. Like, this is the Roger Whitebeard sit down with the fucking sake cup. Are you saying the government staged this just to lure you in? Nah, the Celestial Dragons aren't gathering... the Celestial Dragons are gathering there, right? They wouldn't want me crashing their party. They just made a mistake. Still, it feels like destiny is pulling me in. Dragging me back. Taking Shaki was their biggest blunder. As long as I get my wife and kid to safety, I'll be at peace with whatever happens next. But it doesn't feel like luck's on my side anymore, Harold. Lend me a hand. I hope we get a flashback where the cut concept of Ace meeting Blackbeard's two sisters and mother gets put back into the story. Part of me hopes Xebec doesn't only... Like, okay, there's a possibility that Xebec's wife and Blackbeard's mum dies here, and Blackbeard... Like, and Blackbeard's the only survivor from them, right? Kuma saved like 500 fucking people though, so it's oh my god, did Kuma save Blackbeard? Oh my god. If Shanks now half Fiddler and half Davy, oh, that's why they call him like the Child of Destiny type shit. Now all we need to make it a 1-to-1 is having the middle name D be revealed. I'm fucking so shook right now. Hold up. My brain is jumping to like 40 different fucking theories right now. Like, I'm mass just jumping. Oh. Fucking, I'm Randy Marsh here with fucking spooky ghosts. I hope, for Xebec's sake, that he gets his wife and son out. But I think the way the story's going to go and why Oda cut that part of the story from the Ace fucking cover series is because Blackbeard's going to escape, his wife's going to die, and Xebec's going to go down getting revenge on the island. It would be so... What if Dragon saves Blackbeard? All post-time skip. Blackbeard and Dragon story has been linked together with Blackbeard taking shots at the revolutionaries. What if Blackbeard, as a man, is the stain on Dragon's record? Because Dragon, in his act of trying to defy how heinous the world government is, ends up setting loose the world's most dangerous criminal. In a parallel to Luffy freeing the people in Impel Down. We're not talking about Davy Jones. We were not talking about Davy Jones a couple of days ago. What? Well, oh yeah, no, Aaron, we were talking about Davy Jones a couple of days ago. You just got to keep. Oh fuck. Okay. He feels like Destiny's pulling me in, dragging me back. Taking Shaki was their biggest blunder. As long as I get my wife and kid to safety, I'll be at peace with whatever happens. Yo, and Garp and fucking Roger pull up on this man to stop him saving his wife and kids and slaves. Oh, that's painful. What if Garp lets him escape with Dragon, not knowing that baby will be the reason for Marineford? Oh, I could see it. What about the possibility, though, if it's not Dragon? What if Whitebeard saves Zebek's son? And that's why years later, when Teach gets older, he spins the block to ask to join Roger's crew. And Roger was hesitant on it, remember? Oh, no, not Roger, sorry. Whitebeard was hesitant on it, remember? But Whitebeard ends up going, as long as you can behave, unlike your father, I did free you. It makes sense that you would look up to me, but I also know what kind of monster your father is, and having you as one of my sons is fitting. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that just hit so much worse? New World in the propaganda, we trust in Goku just because he's the Buddha. Buddha's closest to the gods, you know? But it doesn't feel like luck's on my side anymore. Harold, lend me a hand. No way. Ugh. That's so tragic. Harold, stuck between a rock and a hard place, can't undo the years of him working to get the world government on side with the Giants, but can't bear himself to get in the way of his friend saving his wife and kid, because he would have done the same. Bro says, no way, I'm gonna sink you right here and now. Closes his eyes. Zebek, is that so? Bring it on. Tells the boys, don't interfere, huh? Lets their ship get sunk. You cowardly rat. He's a coward because... Do you guys get who Harold is paralleling here? This is a Marineford reference. Harold just did a Garp at Marineford. Harold just did a Garp. He did the close the eyes and take the hit, save the family. I'm siding with the world government, so I will stand in your way in theory, but not in practice. That is actually such a fucking strong parallel. It's hard to believe, but every 3 years, the Celestial Dragons choose an unaffiliated nation rich in resources and turn it into a hunting ground, where they slaughter all the natives for sport, you cowardly rat. Help us, how can this be allowed to happen? We now present the grand prize of this tournament. Beyond all the rare devil fruits up for grabs, in one of the calm belts of the Grand Line lies the Isle of Women. Behold, their former empress, the most beautiful woman in the world. Her name is Shakuyaku. Whoa! The winner can decide whether to take her as a wife or a slave. Bro, these people are fucking scum. Wow, she's gorgeous. I want her. Since her capture, she's been kept spotless and pristine in every way. She's the very definition of a priceless treasure. What an amazing prize, Summers. You'd better win her for the Shepherd family. Yo, so Darling and Shepherd... Fucking not Shepherd, fucking Garling and Summers are the same age. Don't be stupid, I'm gonna make her my personal property when I win. Bro, young Summers looks like Morel from Hunter x Hunter. She'll be my wife. Quit dreaming, Summers. Gunko, with you here... Yo, it's the Man My Family. With you here... We might just take home the Clan War trophy. please help. My kids. You have to get them off the island. Don't let him take them. Come here, Teach. It'll be alright. We have to survive. Every world noble knows. The tourney features several super rare rabbits to hunt this year. We've not only secured a brat from the Buccaneer tribe, but for the first time in 800 years, we've also uncovered members of the Davy clan, the site of a great clash. Oh, there's more there's 3 black chests here now that weren't here in the fucking... The last time we saw this place, it was 3 chests either side, so 6 in total. Now there's 9. I wonder... Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then Shakuyaki's 10. Hold up. Hold up, chat. Hold up. I got an idea here. Hold up. Where's the chapter? Kumachi. Actually, wait. So, okay. There's the same woman and her kid there that was next to Moria. Or the kid that looks like Moria. Is there a woman? Honestly, that could even also be Moria over here on the left. His hair's just blowing in the wind as they're running. Hold up. Because at first, I thought down here, I thought this person down here was meant to be, Shanks' mum, and that was going to be baby Shanks. But... I think that there is what we're looking at. Chat. Let's get this up. Go to chapter 1096. Oh, wait. Yeah. Go to chapter 1096 and bring up chapter 1159. Blackbeard's got the afro, but it's still really small, and he's a bit of a smaller, pudgier kid, doesn't have a strong nose yet. His mum's in black. We don't see her hair at all, though. This could be Blackbeard's mum here with the pointy nose. That's getting shot in the back. Because down here to the bottom right, underneath the panel, is a kid with black hair with a little bit of a fro. And so there's Davy clan members here. Like this woman here being slaughtered by Garling. Saying Garling scores a quick 100,000 points. Is his strategy to target the hive... I feel like Harold rips his horns out at the end of the God Valley. Yo, have a look here. If Garling's getting 100,000 points and the rare rabbits are 10,000 points each, could this be Zebek's wife down here, the bottom right, and she's a member of the Davy clan? The short sleeve, black dress. Because I'm trying to go back through this Kuma flashback and see if there's maybe any faces hidden in the crowd that we didn't know about the first time around. Because then in chapter 4 billion as well, when they leave, we see that they leave. They don't have, the Roger Pirates don't have Shaki on their ship. Bogart's on the island. Don't forget about Bogart, guys. Burbo. Bogart's on the island. We see him here. Don't forget Bogart in God Valley. But this is in the center of the island, and they've grabbed 2 of the fruits. I'm thinking beginning of the chapter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 of the big Celestials here. But there's 10 prizes. One of the people up here... see, look. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chests here, though, at this point in time in the story. But earlier on in the day, there's 9. And the chests that are missing are the 3 black ones. I reckon... let's get One Piece 4 billion. One Piece chapter 4 billion. Hold up, chat. I'm cooking. Give me a second. One Piece chapter 4 billion here. Okay. I'm thinking there's 6 treasure chests here. The 3 black ones are gonna get stolen before the event takes place properly. Shanks and Shamrock are gonna be stuffed into 2 of the chests. And the 2 fruits that are inside are gonna disappear. The 2 fruits inside, I think a safe bet is potentially to say that that's going to have ended up being the Paw fruit and the dragon fruit. Because that's the one that Ivankov goes to eat later on, isn't it? Where are we? When Big Mom throat slams the dog shit out of him. Yeah, that's the dragon fruit. So, if they... I think the 3 dark chests are going to have the higher prizes, but the 3 dark chests are the ones that are missing, and someone reshuffles it to try and make it less noticeable. I think Dragon, if Dragon has to go save the kids, Dragon's going to throw 2 kids in the chests that are empty after Kuma and Ivankov steal the fucking food out of the chests, the devil fruits out of the chests, right? The last black chest, Red Hot Hail Mary theory, is that's going to be the chest that's got Moria's fruit in it. Because again, if the theory about Moria being on the island is right, and if this is also a hidden backstory for Moria, remember Marineford ended with the Celestial Dragons and with Im and the Gorosei sending a former Celestial Dragon Doflamingo to eliminate Moria to get his fruit. Right? So they want that fruit back because it was actually got a hidden purpose, which is super important in here, which is why Blackbeard wanted Moria, and is also why Moria spinning the block and ending up joining the fucking Cross Guild will be so important. Sorry, chat, I've been deep in theory mode. Let me read some of your shit here. I've got to scroll back here. That might be Baby Teach. Farfetch. It could be that Blackbeard is not sleeping because he associates the moon with Garling. Feel like Harold rips his horns off by the end of God Valley. Man marked by flames. Marshall, Money, Buggy, Figolin, all 4 emperors I'm cooking. I believe that Rox knocked off Harold's horns in their last encounter. Nova, I've seen chicks saying some real wild shit about Garling since this chapter dropped. Jashan, to be fair, like I said before, right? Bro looks like Prince Charming all the way up until he fucking murks you, right? Like, him looking into her fucking eyes here, bro, I'm sorry, she's fucking... I can understand her falling for it. Yeah, the Bogart theories. Far-fetched, it could be that Blackbeard is not... Oh, wait, we read that, hold up. New World, did I cook? Man marked by... I don't know if that's what the man marked by flames is. I think one could be Katakuri's fruit and one could be dragons. In chapter 1096, remember that Kuma and Eva found 2 fruits in a storage. Well, no, I don't think it's that they found it in a storage. This is in the center of the town, and see the shops on the side? The shops on the side is where they end up finding it, right? So the shop's on the side, and then later on, when Big Mum pulls up on them, it's absolute mayhem out there. We couldn't have asked for a better opportunity. Is this it? Yes, I don't know which is which, so just eat up, right? This is in the bar to the left of the stage. So that's straight, hook. So that's like this bar just here to the left. Like right in the center of this place. I think even in this chapter we may see it with Garling. Like, see there, you got like the straight hook, straight sort of a place. Like, this is like right in the heart of the fucking city. On that left-hand side. Or it could be Gunko's fruit and the other Holy Knight's fruits like Summers and killing him. True. I think it's a mixed bag. I think it's going to be a mixed bag. Because there's 9 prizes, 10 including Shacky's. Assume all the prizes are taken by the end of the fucking... end of the God Valley incident. So, Kaido's fruit, Kuma's fruit, Dragon's fruit, Moria's fruit. There is still 5 more devil fruits, which Gunko, Summers, Killingham, leaving 2 more prizes up for mystery grabs for mystery characters. Right? And then Shacky. You know what I mean? Garling maxed out his nonchalant Conqueror's haki in front of his kids and mother. Wait. Did he use Conquerors? I didn't notice him using Conquerors in front of the fucking kids. Hold up. Do you know what? You're not entirely wrong, because this sound effect here, the grrrg sound effect, that could be the ships creaking, but that's also a sound effect actually associated with haki. Which is fucked up. He might get a fruit too. He has a deadpan stare. But how much of it is true of Loki's story? It is still Loki who tells it. To be completely honest, I don't think this is Loki's story anymore. I think this isn't what the Straw Hats are being told. I think the Straw Hats are being told a really abridged version of this, just highlighting Harold. I think all the stuff with Rox and Shacky and all that isn't being told to the Straw Hats. I think this is just us getting the actual plot and the actual story firsthand, and some of the stuff that Loki's saying to the Straw Hats is getting shown in this, if that makes sense. Because I don't think fucking Loki knows or cares in the slightest about, like, Roger and shit. You know what I'm saying? It would be so fucked up, though, for Dragon to save Shanks and Blackbeard and Darling. Because think about this, right? Dragon saves Shanks. Shanks, in turn, saves Luffy. Coming full circle. Your positive closed story loop. Dragon saves Blackbeard, who should know better than to reinflict these events. Like, Blackbeard actually has the opposite story here to Koala. Koala went through injustice, decided to change and fight injustice. Blackbeard went through injustice when it's better to be the person to inflict justice to be the person under the boot of it. Dragon saves Shamrock, becomes his #1 future op, and Dragon ends up saying verbatim, the real fight begins when the God Knights mobilize. Meaning Dragon has gone from, I have to save everyone that's innocent, to some people aren't worth fucking saving. You get what I'm saying? But how, he freaks me out. Look, okay. I've been going for an hour 40. I do have work today. I gotta wrap the stream up here. So I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna try and go live again when I can. I'm about to have a week off coming up soon as well, so I'll be able to do a lot more, like, proper discussions and that, and, like, formulate bigger talk times. All I'm gonna say is, in hindsight here, just with a bit of fresh memory coming on, right? Get ready for some fucking Bogart feats. No break as well. Burbo, Jashan. Bogart Valley inbound! Bro. Garp and Roger versus Rox. Garling versus Rayleigh. We already saw Big Mom fighting off Kuma and shit. Right? Tell me you wouldn't be hyped as shit seeing Summers versus Gaban? Bogart versus Shiki. Wait for it. Bogart versus Shiki versus the man, the myth, Crocus the Harpooner? The twist is it's going to take Kong to do this. It would be hyped if Kong showed up too. I'm not going to lie. I really want to see this fight really fleshed out. And the fact that Dragon's on the island too. But he's such a young knave here as well. Like, I love that Kobe parallel. Especially if we have Big Mom and if we have young Big Mom and young Dragon have an interaction on some Alvida and Kobe shit in the God Valley incident as well, would that not be crazy? If Dragon saves Ivankov and Kuma in God Valley? Like, what happens if Dragon comes in here and saves them from Saturn? And that's how they escaped Saturn. Because we still haven't figured out how they actually got out of here. And, like, this is Kuma eating the fruit here. Kuma still has to save, what, 500 people? Like, so they only ended up reporting Garp's heroism, huh? This Morgans is nothing but a hack. He prints what the world top brass wants. In the end, we still have no idea what the heck really happened on that island. Just how long are you planning to... Those hands of yours can bless people with freedom. They're hands of liberation. Where do we get told it was 500 people? Hold up. swear. Anyway. Oda just cooking, stirring the pot, not stopping you. 100%, man. This I fucking love this shit at the moment, man. This has been so good. I also love how, like, this is the angriest we've seen Rayleigh and the most fired up we've seen Rayleigh. Like, come on, man. This is good. Dragon got the 4K fan letter treatment. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So close to 14 years so we can see who broke into Harold's castle and stole the devil fruit. Oh my god. This shit just can't stop! I need more of it, man. It's such a hype moment. That being said, this is chapter 1159 of the One Piece manga. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. If you're watching this over on YouTube, subscribe. Help us hit our goal of 500 subscribers. If you're watching this over on TikTok, follow, like, share the good stuff. Until the next chapter of One Piece, or until the next video of mine you watch, whatever it is you're here for, thank you guys and girls for coming through. I couldn't do it without you. Nothing but love, nothing but respect. Be sure to check out the link tree as well. I'm on all the socials under the same name, New World Supernova. So that's YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and also in the description you can join my Discord and talk anything anime and manga related and get heads up for stuff like that. Anime watchers missing out, 100%. This is going to be the longest One Piece arc when it reaches the anime, 100%. That being said, peace, have a damn good day, get ready for fucking Bogart Valley, let's go.